Unfortunately, with Ro now being out of the picture for an indefinite period of time, I think we need to bring in a new recruit so that the roster's not short of people. And let's see, what kind of stats do we got here? I want decent mobility and decent aim. So only got one person with 13 mobility. They've only got 64 aim, which is on the low end. If I'm being perfectly honest, I kind of prioritize mobility over aim. Because aim you can overcome with weapon attachments and stuff like that. Mobility is one of those things it's a lot harder to get your hands on. Don't forget me, boss lady. Don't worry, Cody. I haven't forgotten. I haven't forgotten. Alright. So we'll go ahead and recruit this guy. And then let's see who is next on the list. View soldiers. Let's see. Who's our rookie? And let me see who we got. Ah, well, here we go. Here's someone that is not here yet, but they will be eventually. And they have not given me any information yet, so we're just gonna have to wing it here. Let's see. I'm just gonna go with this for now, because I don't know what they're actually gonna tell me to call them. There you go. Travis, Lord Toravisu, is our next name on the list. So there we go. I know for a fact that they're Australian. Got gaslit into being Australian now. So Travis is in fact Australian. That's what I mean when I say they're not in the stream yet. They will probably join us later in the stream. They have not given us any indication about what specifically they want their character to look like. So they are going to get the buzz cut and the body condom, as you do. And there you have it. Oh, right. We need to give him the Australian accent. Voice. Let's see. I'm gonna go with 2 because I think we're already using... Well, we were using 1 for Ro, and then Ro got captured. Alright, there we go. So that's our new rookie. I think I'll wait to train him. I'll wait until Travis actually shows up, and then we'll put him through the training regimen, and hopefully we can figure out whether or not he's gonna use the classes that they give him. Also, hold up, chat. Look at this. It says we have 5 Advent mech wrecks. It also says that we have 1 Andromedon. Oh no, this is just kills. This isn't how many corpses we have. Never mind. I forget. This isn't how many corpses you have. This is just how many you've killed of each enemy. That's all it is.
Hey, Commander.
I was gonna say, because we shouldn't have gotten anything from that mission. Yeah, we still don't have it. We didn't get anything from that mission because we failed it. So
I saw Tygan muttering to himself.
Yeah, but for just a minute I was like, wait a minute.
I'm not sure he even noticed me. Bradford trusts him. I'm still keeping my eyes open.
We can upgrade a soldier bond, sure, why not? Fuck is this? New trait acquired. Chance to panic when encountering a chosen. Why did you get that suddenly? I'm very confused. Anyway, back to the geoscape. That's a failed mission. It's a failed mission. Oh, not only that. Since we failed the mission, it's like, No, you don't even get a chance to counter it anymore. Now it just triggers automatically. Great. Outstanding.
Avenger plotting new course.
Alright, back to it. You know, Prinny, I don't know if Ajax has ever seen a Chosen before. That's a good question. Alright, next region contact cost reduced by 50%. Okay, so that's not a flat decrease, it's only a one-time decrease. Good to know. Good to know. Hey, shut up, donkey. Nobody cares. Can I click on you to shut you up? Alright, so we could hit up a disabled truck for some supplies. And that's pretty much it. I mean, we got the soldier, but again, I don't really care about that. Let's hit the black market first. See what we got, just in case.
Market is open.
You never know. Not really anything worth buying, and we don't have a lot of intel anyway. If I was gonna sell some stuff, what would I sell? Not really anything worth selling. Alright, good to know, good to know. Then I guess we go for the supplies. We can't make contact with a new region. We could potentially build a relay, though. Currently, the Western US has given us the highest income. So maybe we head over here and increase that. Let's see. Woo, 100 supplies. Then again, I mean, we have 329 supplies, and this is gonna up our income from 70 to 88 per month. Which is a good long-term benefit, I think. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Setting course for Sector 9, Western United States.
Yeah, the Warlock is a little overly serious. He takes it way too seriously. He's that guy that never jokes about anything and always has a stick up his ass.
To make progress on the Avatar project. If we're going to slow them down, we'll need to move fast.
Central, you are not helping right now, buddy. Everybody's like all fucking depressed because Rogue got captured and we failed a mission. Like, fucking ease off the gas. Give us some time.
Our
Good lord.
research was a success, Commander.
Alright, chat, there we go. Illyrium research is
Commander,
complete.
We still have the body
New
of the
research
recovered
available.
alien test subject in storage.
Illyrium
I can
conduit
begin
for
an
our power
autopsy at any
relays,
time. It could
plasma
lead to critical
rifles, and
breakthroughs in
powered
our own
armor.
Research and scientific development.
Inspired autopsy. We might actually be able to finish that instantly. No, not instantly. Some of these partially destroyed combat drones may still contain salvageable data from their protected onboard data stores. Disassembling them may provide us with additional information on Advent troop compositions and localized Advent movements in the area. So that may be intel. Basically break down a wreck and get intel. But we got plasma rifle, 25 days, but this is in-game tier technology. And then we got powered armor, 30 days, but again, this is end-game armor, so... These could be good, but at the same time, they're gonna take a very long time. So maybe since the Berserker Queen is inspired, we go ahead and research it. All it's gonna do is give us a suit of armor, but... Right now, the thing that we're really waiting on is to build facilities. Let's go ahead and do it.
The most dangerous of my 3 test subjects, the Berserker Queen. also represents the greatest leap towards the boundaries of what could be considered reasonable and ethical research. Even in wartime, I must consider the fact that by providing an already unstable alien being with equipment that may further its own capabilities, I risk crossing a line that can never be uncrossed.
Who says you have to go back to World War II to get Nazi super science?
Working at the Advent clinics, I saw medical
All
breakthroughs
right.
that would have been considered nothing.
Let's continue the relay chat. We'll see what we get. Let me see. Hold on a second. So we got one person in the power relay. We need them there. We got one person in the proving ground, but we're not currently working on any projects in the proving ground.
We can start construction on the shadow chamber whenever you're ready, Commander.
Okay, so that's the issue. We need to either upgrade... Gross. So we got a couple of options here, chat. We're gonna need power. So I want to build the shadow chamber because that's one of the things that we're gonna have to build. We're gonna have to progress. The only issue that we're gonna run into is we need more power. Now, we have an engineer that's currently in the proving ground that isn't doing anything. We can pull this engineer and we can put them in this power relay. That will give us more power. But then we either have to pull our research, or we have to pull our engineer from research and development to build the shadow chamber, or we can go ahead and spring for the upgrade, spend 150 supplies now to give us 6 power. The problem is, we only have 230 supplies. If I spend 150 supplies now, then that's not going to leave us enough supplies to build the shadow chamber, because we need 125. So we'd need about 275 supplies in total. So we would have to wait until next month. What time is it on the geoscape? It's July 18th. So yeah, we still got a little bit of time before we get a large chunk of supplies. If we pull the engineer from here, that goes up to 12 days. No junk to sell? No, not really, Ericus. I just went to the black market and there's not really anything that I'm comfortable with getting rid of, but that also gives us a decent amount of money. Here's what we do. Engineer here. That'll give us the power that we need temporarily. Then we go in here, we build the shadow chamber.
Shadow chamber construction initiated.
And then we drop the engineer from here, put them on the shadow chamber. And there we go. Except, chat, here's the other problem. Because Ro got captured in the last mission, that also means we lost our Skulljack. Which means we're gonna have to do the Skulljack project again to get another one. Which is also not ideal. Okay, apparently, there we go. I was gonna say, so if we wanted to do another Skulljack, that's gonna be 14 fucking days, Jesus. And it's gonna be 50 supplies, which is gonna eat into most of the rest of the supplies that we have. Alright, so if I start the project...
As soon as the project is ready for deployment.
So 14 days currently. If we put an engineer in here, then that brings it down to 8 days. Let's get back and we're gonna take a fat nap, catch you in a bit. Alright, Nevermore. Well, thanks for hanging out with us. And hopefully you enjoy your nap. Naps are nice on a weekend. Alright, that's not ideal. But, like, we started the mission with 400 supplies and mechs and, like, everything was good. And then one mission later, it's like, well, fuck. Suddenly everything is not sunshine and lollipops. But we're gonna make it work, chat. We're gonna make it work. Alright, our bond is done.
Our cooperation has proven to be a boon to the Resistance.
Okay, outstanding. So that'll locate the stronghold for us.
The Elders' vicious children.
Let's see. All battle madness only lasts one turn. That's actually pretty good.
With our success comes the opportunity for you to assign us new orders, Commander.
Our influence
Let's see. We could do new chosen weakness. Unfortunately, our Templar is not high enough rank to do that. I know, chat, I've been saying we don't really need engineers because we're getting close to the end game, but like I'm suddenly thinking maybe we need some engineers. Because we're currently having a situation where if we had just one more engineer, things would be going a whole lot easier. And the man, the myth, the legend, Game Master Hub rolling into the chat on a Saturday. Good to see you. Glad to have you saying trick or treat. Well, trick or treat to you too as well, Game Master. I don't know if you're a big fan of the Halloween season, but I know I am. But yeah, good to see you. Thanks for coming out to join us for some XCOM 2 today. Let's see. I'm thinking it comes down to either reduce avatar progress or recruit engineer. We're not in the danger zone as far as avatar progress at the moment, so I think we recruit the engineer. Is it a short-term gain? Yes. However, yeah, I think that's okay. I think short-term gain is good, because we need some short-term gains. And Dark Sarah resubscribing for a full year, 12 months at tier 3. Chat, let me get some ectos in the chat for Dark Sarah for a whole year at tier 3. Dark Sarah, thank you for the 12 months of tier 3 support. Saying hello all. Well, good to see you, Dark Sarah. Thanks for joining us. And again, thank you for the entire year of support at tier 3. Thank you so much for that. Again, you guys do not have to do that, but I appreciate it. I really do. Game Master, I just want the boss to give me a treat, or I will give you a trick. Now that's how it works. That's how it works for sure. I mean, everybody gets treats. The treat is you're here now, and you get to see me. That's the treat. Right? Is that how it works? I've never actually tried that, chat. Like, you know, when it's like somebody's birthday or Christmas or whatever, and it's like, oh, you didn't get me a gift, and then, you know, that's when you come out of the bedroom and you got like nothing but the red satin ribbon on, and you're like, the gift is me. Like, I've never done that before. Does that actually work? Is that like a thing that happens? I don't. Inquiring minds want to know. Just don't give me socks. Okay, no socks. Got it. Alright, there we go. We'll remove the risk. Let's get back on task, chat. Let's get back on task. Yeah, so we're going to get ourselves an engineer. Again, short-term gains,
We'll get the job done.
but we
Don't
need some
worry
short-term
about it.
victories. We need some short-term victories. That works. I mean, again, I've never been in that situation before, so I don't know. I've seen it in movies and stuff, though, so I'm like, is that really a thing? Is that a thing that people do?
When inspired, our team is actually
All right,
quite
Berserker
efficient.
Queen
As Dr.
autopsy is
Valen noted in her
complete.
own report,
Despite
it
a
was
thorough examination of the
irresponsible
modified
and
Berserker
borderline
variant known
irrational
as
for her to
Subject
have pursued
Beta,
this research,
I've yet to uncover
knowing the
any meaningful
incredible risks
justification for the
involved, not just to
enhanced
herself,
Tigan,
but to what
shut up.
little of humanity
I've
as a
no-
whole remains.
Are you done? I've yet to uncover any meaningful justification for the enhanced equipment provided by Dr. Valen to the creature as it relates to her own research. Let me be clear, I fully understand the creature's enhanced endocrine system requires the addition of the supplementary transport and filtering mechanism to maintain hormone equilibrium. As well, I admit it is a reasonably elegant solution to an otherwise daunting question. What I cannot understand is why it was necessary for Dr. Valen to take this relative certainty beyond the theoretical stage. There was no need for a proof of concept here. The end result was no doubt as clear to her then as it is to me now. I firmly believe she made a conscious decision to see her work through to the end, knowing full well the risks not only to herself but to everyone else who might encounter Subject Beta in the future. I'm thankful we found the creature when we did, and that our forces were capable of neutralizing such a formidable enemy. The senior staff has agreed that the remains of Beta would best be utilized as part of an enhanced armor suit, although the actual conversion process sounds like something that would have been better handled by Dr. Valen herself. Grenade rolling in, are you winning, son? Actually, no. No, our first mission went, not great. Not great. We made an astounding breakthrough. We must begin researching reinforced light armor immediately, otherwise the research will be lost. All previously unrealized breakthrough in our light armor development will allow our lightest variants to provide 1 HP going forward. I don't know what that means. What are your lightest variants? Like, I need some kind of a qualifier here to know what the hell that's supposed to mean before I spend 5 days on it. Because, like, is the Predator the light armor? Is Kevlar light armor? Grapple hook armors. Okay, so armor that we don't currently have and probably won't have the resources to build. Got it. Alright, so we're not doing that. We're not doing that. So we could do a turret breakdown. Again, not super useful. We could dismantle a drone. It only takes 1 day. I want to do it and see what we get from it. I want to see if we get intel. Alright, let's see if we can finish this relay.
I am sure you will find the results to be as
Yeah,
intriguing
okay, so
as
that's,
I
we just get a small bit of intel for that. That's actually pretty cool. Alright. So we don't have enough drones to do that again. And we don't, I mean, the rest of this stuff is autopsies. So let's see. We got the Purifier. Gauntlet Mark II could be good, because we've got a lot of people that are using gauntlets right now. Flame Canister could also be good. The Shield Bearer leads us to Experimental Armor, which the Experimental Armor I think is what leads into, like, the Grappling Hook Armor and all the other stuff. So maybe that's worth it as well. In the base game, it's Wraith, Spider, and Serpent Suits. Yeah, it's, again, we don't currently have access to any of that stuff, so to me, it's not worth it. No death, but Ro was captured. Yeah, I mean, we kind of took the calculated risk there of either we let Ro get captured or we try to fight it. Like, it was a 3-man mission, and by turn 2, there were 9 enemies on the field. So, like, it was not gonna end well no matter what we did, so we kind of, we took the L, and we kind of just, we tried to minimize our losses. And Blastrike said, "Good, madam, how are you doing? Long time no see." Indeed, it has been a hot minute since we've seen you, Blastrike, but we're doing okay. Again, the first operation didn't go too well, but otherwise, we're having an outstanding Saturday, and hopefully you are too. Let's see. Berserker could give us Overdrive Serum. That's a partial buff. Spectre, I mean, the Arc Blaster is kind of shit, but Refraction Field is okay. Archon could be good as well. It'll give us access to higher tier melee weapons. And it also leads into the Plasma Lance, which Plasma Lance is just Plasma Sniper. Alright, chat, what do you think? What do you think? Plasma Rifle, Power Armor, or Autopsies? Because I think there's some decent Autopsies here. Like, I think the Purifier and the Shield Bearer specifically would be really good researches. So here's what I'll do. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna start the Purifier research. Because the Gauntlet Mark II is gonna be a good pick. But what I'm gonna do after
a careful examination of the specialized advent
Let's listen to
unit
Tigan
identified as the Purifier, I have found clear evidence of genetic modification to the subject's thermoregulatory glands. These changes, in conjunction with their specialized armor, give the Purifiers an impressive heat tolerance, bordering on total immunity.
Okay. So what I'll do now is I'm gonna let you guys decide. I'm gonna put up a poll. So we'll finish the Purifier Autopsy first, and that'll give you guys some time to vote. And let's see. Oh, shit, there we go. We'll do Plasma Weapons, Power Armor, or we can continue with the Autopsies. Because again, there's some okay stuff. There's some okay stuff in there. So I'm gonna give you guys a massive, a giant, fat, veiny 5-minute poll, chat. 5 minutes to make your decision. So the poll is up. If you don't see it, refresh your stream and you should see it at the top of the chat box. But yeah, there you go. There is your poll to make your decision about what our next research is gonna be. So you got your choice between either researching plasma weapons, and again, just to give you guys some context here. For the plasma weapons, it's 25 days. For power armor, it's 30 days. We are currently working on some autopsies. They range anywhere from 2 days up to 9 days, depending on the autopsy. So, get your votes in. Again, remember that democracy only works if you engage with it. So, let your voice be heard. And Mystic Zealot 24, first time chatter, thanking CVEX for the gifted sub. Well, thank you, Mystic Zealot for dropping by. And thank you for thanking CVEX for the gifted sub. And of course, welcome to the cult of bad tactical decisions, which you may or may not have even heard of before you got your gifted sub today. And Lawful Good Gaming as well, getting the gifted sub from CVEX. Yeah, CVEX and Koloski were both having a sub fight at the beginning of the stream today, so there was a lot of collateral damage. Don't need armor if the enemy's dead. I mean, this is true. The best defense is a good offense. But that's why I leave it up to you guys. I will let you decide.
Long live the resistance.
Indeed, long live the resistance. Yeah? Alright, so... we need to... God damn it! And Dark Sarah rolling in with 10 gifted subs and starting off a hype train. Thanks for showing up on a Saturday, Dark Sarah, and thank you for the 10 gifted subs. And Cody as well rolling in with 1,000 Bezos bucks, not to be outdone. Thank you guys for the support as always, the massive generosity and the massive chicken all around. Dark Sarah, thank you for the 10 subs, and Cody, thank you for the 1,000 Bezos bucks. As always, you do not have to do that It is not an expectation, it is not a requirement, but thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for the support. I do not deserve it, but I will do my best to earn it, so thank you guys. Thank you for the Bezos bucks and the gifted subs, and of course, if you got gifted a sub, be sure to thank Dark Sarah, or any of the other folks that gifted subs today, and welcome to the cult of bad tactical decisions. The women can't believe the size of my over-engineered codpiece. I mean, are you compensating for something? Alright, chat, we finished that up, so we're gonna get more resources. What do we need? Whoa, chat. Only 15 intel because we got the reduced cost. Alright, chat. What is... Oh, we've reached the... Damn it. We reached the capacity. Son of a bitch. We're at our maximum contacts. Alright, is there anything that we can do about that? Resistance comms. We could put an engineer in here. We could also, well, we could upgrade with an additional comm station, but we don't have the supplies or the power for that. Dicks and balls. Alright. Never mind. Looks like we're not gonna be making contact just yet. This is what I mean when I say, like, we don't necessarily need a lot of engineers in the late game, but there's certainly a hump that we need to get over, so that's why we're currently doing a covert operation to get our hands on another engineer. It's gonna be another 6 days, though. Alright, so in the meantime, I think we head back over here and try to grab up these supplies.
Avenger plotting new course.
Because we're down to 54 supplies, we definitely need some more. Although we are getting pretty close to the end of the month, so we might...
This is what it takes
Well,
to draw you out of hiding,
shit.
Commander, then the elders are more than willing to keep up the pressure.
Our friends in the Resistance are paying a heavy price with the Chosen running loose. We should do what we can to take them down before they hit again.
Well, Central, if you'd fucking let me go after them, I'd be more than happy to. But apparently he's clamping down on New India, which we haven't even made contact with yet. Can you buy any supply? Unfortunately, no, not really. We don't have a lot of intel at the moment. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Alright, we got another Skulljack. Hopefully we don't lose this one. We've also got our supply drop coming up in 16 hours, which we desperately need.
Priority message coming through, Commander. Putting it on screen now.
It is unfortunate, Commander, that your recent efforts have proven to be so mediocre.
Look here. Fuck you, Optimus Prime. If you think you can do this shit better, I invite you to step the fuck up. Agent 47 looking ass. You wanna send me in a fucking mission with only 3 people and then dump 11 enemies on me? 2 of which are fucking Andromedons? How about you eat the fullness of my ass? Fucking dick. Mediocre. Like, last I checked, y'all motherfuckers weren't exactly knocking it out of the park before I showed up. So before you go calling any kind of effort that I put in mediocre, you best check your own fucking efforts up to this point, old man.
Okay, fine, I'm cool, I'm fine.
I focus all of my
Oh great, immune to melee damage. Outstanding. Alright, so the assassin is now at the point where they can launch an attack on the Avenger, so that's a thing that they're gonna do this month at some point. And I doubt very seriously that we're going to get to the point where we can stop that from happening. We've only got a couple of ways that we can potentially stop that from happening. Either we counter it via covert operations, or we unlock the Hunt the Chosen number 3, finish it, and then go kill the assassin before this triggers. Again, I don't think that's gonna happen in the course of a month. So, very likely we're gonna have to deal with an Avenger mission here. An Avenger defense mission, unfortunately. Dark Sarah, how do you really feel? I mean, listen, y'all know I'm not shy. Like, if I'm out here doing all the fucking work, you lose all right to criticize me when you're fucking at my feet begging me to save you. Like, your privileges of criticizing anything I do at that point go out the window. Because we see where the planet was before you thawed me out. So don't go bitching at me if things don't necessarily go according to plan every time after you thaw me out. You literally brought me in to a fucking shit show. Don't complain when I can't perform miracles on every single operation. Anyway. Let's see. We still got the defense thing coming up. We still got the will thing coming up. I really don't want to waste the intel to reveal this. Next retaliation strike imminent. Great, so we're about to have to deal with a retaliation mission of some kind. Good to know that that's coming up. So we got hidden reserves. Will recovery on all soldiers is faster. All battle madness only lasts for 1 turn. I think we're gonna take that one, for sure. Soldiers are much more likely to bleed out rather than die when their health drops to 0. I kinda like this one. I got a feeling we're gonna need it. I hate to say that, but I got a feeling we're gonna need it in the very near future. I mean, out of the other 3 orders, out of the 3 that are available, I think this one's probably the best. Just keep our people alive. Let me see. Black market pays 30% supply premium. All armor research is reduced by 15%. Speaking of, let me double check. Did the poll finish? View the results. All right, what did you guys say? You voted largely in favor of power armor. All right, so maybe it's worth it then, chat. Do we trade out the 1 block of avatar progress reduction for armor speed research increase? Since chat has decided that they want power armor, this could potentially... So let's see. What is 15% of 30? Is that... I don't know, I'm not good at math. But that would be like, what? 4 days? 3 days? 4 days? 5 days? I'm not sure if they, like... I don't know if they count fractions. Or if they just round up to the nearest day. Alright, Chad, let's do it. Let's do it. We're gonna double down on power armor.
My client will obey.
Assuming we survive long enough to finish. And there's our 1 for finishing out last month, even though we took that order off. Let's see. We get our 304 supplies for the month, which then means, do we now have the supplies to do what we need next? What do we need supplies for, chat? I forget. But we don't need it for the Skulljack, because we're not working on a project currently, so let's get you out of there. Let's put you in here instead to speed up the building of the shadow chamber. And then in 21 hours, we'll start on power armor research. I have no idea how expensive power armor is going to be, though. That's the thing. Now, getting the supply drop instantly is really good because, so like, the thing with the supply drop is when they drop it, it's usually between 2 and 6 days in order to pick up the supply drop. The problem is, if you have to spend 6 days on the supply drop to pick it up, you've literally wasted a third of the month. Like, at that point, you're wasting a huge chunk of the month just to get the supplies that they've already given you. Whereas by getting them instantly, we don't have to waste any time. What about Lyrium Conduit? Yeah, we could potentially do that. Smack that Illyrium Conduit in there. That's gonna take a lot of Illyrium crystals. But it might not be a bad idea because it doesn't require us... What is it? Oh, we can also build the power conduit, but that's an additional workstation. So yeah, that's better. That helps get us out of the hole. So then if we go to resistance comms and we go to upgrade, the only problem is in order to gain the benefit of this, we need to put another engineer in here. I'm hoping that once research and development is finished, we'll get the drones. We can throw the drones up here. But we gotta get that finished first. That's gonna be the trick. I don't know if we'll actually get the drones from research and development, though. But let's head back to the geoscape, because we know there's a retaliation mission coming up very, very soon.
This will prove to be an important
Alright,
step
there's
forward.
the Purifier Autopsy. So, that's going to give us Gauntlet Level 2 and Flame Canister. I don't know why you would give me a Flame Canister when... You know what? It's because of the other chem throwers. Because there is a mod, and I didn't download it, but there is a mod that allows you to have other elemental chem throwers instead of fire. Congrats, boss. I just decided that all this drama was worthy of popcorn. It's being made as a speak. Well, I mean, I'm glad you're getting a kick out of it. Let's see. Advent Purify Armor features a number of improvements designed by Advent to enhance their tolerance to environmental hazards. We've mirrored some of these changes to increase the durability of our armor underlays. All vest utility items now provide an additional 1 health. Well, if we were actually using any of those, that might be useful. Adaptive Bone Marrow. New gene mod available. Wound recovery time is reduced by 66%. Soldier regenerates HP every turn. Holy shit, chat. Free healing every turn. I think we need to start looking into gene mods. Yeah, huge if true. Alright, alright. Assign new research. Chet has demanded power armor. We went down from 30 days to 26 days. So, power armor it is.
I foresee a number of valuable applications stemming from this technology. I'll have a report assembled as soon as the research is complete.
You know what? Let's have a look. Let's have a look, chat. Begin genetic modification. And apparently we can do genetic modification on our mech troopers as well. Let's see. I think I'm gonna volunteer myself. Congrats, you're about to cross the line. Gene mods are permanent. You can cancel the project anytime, but resources that went into the project will be wasted. The soldier that was assigned to the slot will have a negative ability perk that is permanent until the next successful gene mod operation. So in other words, what they're telling you is don't fucking cancel this shit in the middle of doing it. Some gene mods require prerequisites. Not all gene mods can be installed at once. Some types are incompatible. Most gene mods cost will. There we go, adaptive bone marrow. Good lord, look at how expensive that is. You need 2 advent purifier corpses and 50 supplies. I mean, that's a great ability, but that's also very expensive. It's also gonna take 7 days. I'm debating, Chad. I'm debating. Ask Santa. Santa, can I have adaptive bone marrow? What the fuck is that? Well, somebody's got to go under the knife, and I said I was gonna be the first one to undergo this bullshit. So let's do it. Are you absolutely sure you want to modify this soldier's genes? If you accept, then cancel. There will be unintended consequences. I'm not gonna cancel, for fuck's sake. Alright, there we go. Time will tell whether or not that was a good decision. Alright, I think we're back to the geoscape, chat. Let's see if we can get our hands on some more supplies. Since I just spent 25% of our supplies. And the Psi Lab is done. Well, there we go. So let's see, what do we got in the inventory? We got a bunch of meld, we got lost corpses. I don't know what this... Each lost corpse looks like a bunch of ads. What is this? Break apart easily, collapse in a pile, destroying a but in this state the lost corpse looks much like any other, giving no hint of individual. This body had once... What do we do with the lost corpses again? Don't we break those down into meld? If I remember right. Anyway, we got all this stuff. We got Men's Santa. Couldn't state a mental effect on a distant ally. Call an ally back from death's door, healing and allowing them to fight again. Buffer the target with a shining gale, deals psi damage and blinds the target. And domination, permanently mind control an enemy. Only one successful domination can be performed per mission. Alright, choose psionics project. Yeah, we can do meld extraction from lost corpses. We can make the gems or PCSs from just various supplies that we have. That's nice. Again, I don't like that it costs supplies. This one doesn't. Open scientist, yeah, we do have some available scientists. What is psi grading? Add another area to experimental psionics, allowing a space for soldiers to grade their psionic potential and gain a boost to psionic offense matching their innate intelligence. May allow them to also equip any unique psionic weapons we develop. Alright. And then we could potentially put in engineers or upgrades as well. Alright. And then this is just more of the same. So how do we actually put our soldiers in here to make them psionic, though, is the question. I'm confused. Oh, do we have to do the psionic grading first? Like, we have to purchase the upgrade before we can then actually figure out if we can do psionics? Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. We're at 158 supplies. We would need to spend 42 of that, as well as 42 of our meld. That's also going to take 7 power, which is basically going to eat up all the rest of the reserve power that we currently have. Shit. Chat, why do I have to pay for everything 3 times? Like, I have to pay to build the fucking facility, and then I can't even use the facility until I spend more money to build a thing at the facility that allows me to do what I want to do, and then I have to spend even more money to actually put a person into the facility after I've built it in order to, like, make use of the thing that I've already paid for 2 different times. Because game loop. I mean, you're not wrong. Oh, fuck it, chat.
Upgraded.
Can I actually put someone in here now? Alright. Chat, here's what we're gonna do. Bear with me. If you are in the game, if you are currently in the game and you are in the chat, after I have said this, after I say it, this is the important thing. After I say it. The first person who types in chat and is in the game goes in the side chamber. Starting now. Friend aid, motherfucker. Fuck out of here with that. You can be a force ghost after somebody gets the powers. Oh, but you are very wrong, Erst. In case you missed it, your name is on the list. But Dark Sarah was the first one to say it. So Dark Sarah is going in the chamber. Can undergo psionic grading. They will be unavailable for combat for 4 days. Do you want to proceed? Yes. Alright. We will find out. We will find out. Alright, what do we got? Idle staff in the infirmary. Eat shit and die. Unused delirium cores. Yes, we know. Thank you. Alright. Back to the geoscape, chat. Let some of these projects progress. Why wouldn't a mech be able to be psychic, Erst? I mean, you still have a brain. It's one of the only biological parts left of you.
For I have learned all that I require to arrive at your doorstep, Commander.
Hey, how about you shut up?
Prepare for your return.
Alright, let's finish this. Get our supply. God damn it.
Glad to see our joint effort paid off like we hoped.
Thanks, Riker. Alright, we got our engineer. We got our engineer. Outstanding. We need a new covert action.
Trick or two available, Commander. Maybe we should give them a try.
New orders, gather intel, recruit Reapers. Recruiting Reapers could be good. Improve combat intelligence, gain resistance contact, so just randomly, bam, you get a contact. That only takes 4 days. That's not actually terrible. Expose a weakness, that takes 10 days, and we need a Templar captain, so that's not gonna happen. Chat, that's a pretty good order. All armor and vest projects in the Proving Ground are completed instantly. Yeah? I don't know, chat. I don't know. Decisions. Decisions. So many decisions. And Mate resubscribing for a 10th month. So I'm home. What did I miss? I got notification you went online just as I was leaving work almost 2 hours ago. Well, good to see you, Mate. Thanks for joining us, first of all. Glad to see you, as always. And hopefully the weekend is treating you well. You missed an operation that didn't go so well, and then a bunch of faffing around in the Avenger ever since. Honestly, Chet, I'm kind of the opinion that we go with resistance contacts. The combat intelligence is good too. I don't know if I want to send a scientist to avoid them getting wounded. Let's see, who's got shitty combat intelligence? I see a lot of red, actually. I see a lot of red. Alright. I think we go with the resistance contact first. That's what we'll do. Soldier, we'll send the Templar, we'll send Mox. I'm trying to send the lower level folks. 25 supplies to negate capture. Okay, fine. I don't really want to spend that, but I'll spend it.
We will work hand in hand.
All right.
With our new allies.
What are you complaining about? Unstaffed engineer. Right. If I put the engineer in here, that just... Will it decrease the time that it takes for the 4 days? Show me the whole event queue. Okay, no, it does not decrease the time. Alright, so we're not going to put you in there. What we're going to do is put you in research and development instead to finish that up. So we should finish both of these in 1 day, then we can focus our engineers elsewhere. Whoops. Alright, back to the geoscape chat. Yeah, Ro ended up downed, and we had to leave him behind, unfortunately, but he did not die. He's only been captured. And hopefully we'll get a covert action to rescue him soon.
Strategic resource located.
Okay, there we go. An illegally operating transport truck broke down on the waste, and upon seeing the Avenger, the driver ran for cover. However, we quickly returned as our squad approached and asked for help with repairs. Our engineers got the vehicle running, and the driver handed over a few supplies in appreciation. Only 74 supplies, but I'll take it. Alright, so we got alloys and crystals, and not a whole lot else going on. There's not really any other operations. I mean, we got alloys here, but if I was gonna go for resources, I'd go for alloys and crystals. So I think that's the move.
Avenger plotting new course.
We basically just pick up and then immediately set back down. Don't forget, we do have a retaliation mission coming up sometime soon. I expect that to pop very shortly.
Shadow chamber now operational.
Okay.
Although I'm impressed with the strides we've made in infiltrating the alien psionic network, the depths of their technological advancement continue to leave us one step behind. However, with the enhanced decryption capabilities of this chamber, I'm confident we will find a great deal more information than we had previously hoped.
objective added.
Alright, so that's one story beat that we've completed.
We are fully prepared to begin our analysis of the material recovered.
Here's the
from
problem, though.
Advent
If
Black
I
Site.
research the black site vial, that's going to put our other research on hold. We've still got 32 days for power armor. Why do we have 32 days for power armor? Oh, because we pulled a scientist. Shut. We put a scientist in the Psi lab. So because we have less scientists available, that made our research go up. Shit. Alright. Nah, I think we stay the course. I think we stay the course on the power armor for now. And there's the retaliation. I was hoping we'd finish research and development first, but the game said no. Alright, chat, here we go.
Shadow chamber running the numbers. These are the tactical projections for our next field operation.
I hope at
But
least
here's
a
one of the
few them
benefits.
down there know how to fight.
Because we have the Shadow Chamber up and running, we now know, at least to some extent, what we're going to be dealing with here on the mission, as you can clearly see. Also, Operation Visionary Shriek. Stop the retaliation. We've got 6 unknown enemies. In addition, there's an officer, a grenadier, a trooper, an advanced officer, and a mech, which is good. We need to kill mechs so that we can get some upgraded armor for our own mechs. The 6 unknown is a little worrying, but we'll get there eventually. So Chad, it's been almost 3 hours. What I think we'll do is we'll get all the squad setup done, and then we'll do a BRB, and then come back and start this
Setting
retaliation
course
mission.
for East Asia.
So let's get our squad put together, first of all.